Why are people so interested in gossip?
Because it's easy fun, because you're looking at people that are almost unobtainable to be really with you, and then you know, like dirt on them, so it makes you feel good.
How are you on the receiving end of it?
Well, I've had a lot of gossip about me over the years. I wish it was more. I think if they don't talk about you, you're not in the business. I don't mind being spoken about, no matter what they say.
Speaking about the business, your daughter is now what, on MTV?
My daughter's on MTV, Melissa Rivers, and she is on The Big Picture, and she just did Spring Break for them, and she did Dating Game for them. She's terrific.
Joan Rivers, you're unusual. You bared a lot of your personal sorrow and your own life in public. You did it with real reason for that?
No, but I'm a very public person, so you really couldn't hide it when you come back. And I think it helped a lot of people. You know, she can get through, I can get through, you know, and I think that's terrific.
Are you enjoying yourself here?
Are you kidding? I almost won just now.
You're like a returning conquering hero. What did you do last year?
I bled a lot of money at the racetrack, and I'm doing the same today, so I guess they like that.
And you sang about an album full of numbers?
Briefcase full of numbers. A sack full of numbers.
What's the kind of a guy who can play Babe Ruth, Fred Flintstone, and be Roseanne's husband? What's the real John Goodman like?
Right now, losing a lot of money.
You are?
Yeah.
I'm at a point in my life where I want to just kind of sit back and take it easy. And the thing I've noticed is that something happens to women after you've been married to them for about 25 or 26 years. It's like everything before has been foreplay, you know what I mean? They just suddenly want to get up and do it. I mean, this one is, she's out hunting, she's traveling, she's representing 2 or 3 boards, national organizations. I mean, if I see her twice a week, I'm lucky.
No,
She's
but
very busy.
I took up scuba diving, and I said, isn't this wonderful? We're going to scuba dive together. So we went scuba diving in a shark dive. He said, this is not my idea of togetherness, a shark dive. But we are sort of unique. We've had the same house, the same telephone, and the same husband for 26 years.
A final question.
Yes.
Yes.
Who makes the financial decisions in the Collins family?
She does. Huh?
When
I
he
go to work,
allows
I make
me.
the money, and she makes the decisions
All
where
right,
it
I
goes.
asked you.
But then he makes all the foreign policy decisions.
I make the big
about-
stuff, the important stuff, like who's going to be president and what should we do about Boris Yeltsin, you know, that stuff.
You do a lot of golf commentary and playing yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to do golf commentary for ESPN this summer for the ladies tour, and I do pro-ams on the men's and the women's tour, and I have a blast. We teach golf for Mazda all around the country.
Kathleen, it's not so unusual anymore for there to be a female sportscaster, but at one time it was a rarity.
Yeah, well, I'll be the first woman in a play-by-play role in golf, which makes me a little stressful. But it is a regularity. I mean, and it will be for some time, I think. You know, if you want a mixed audience, you have to have 50-50, but we're going to have an all-female broadcast team. We'll see what that's like.
Former chairman of the Democratic National Committee, friend of all the presidents, both Republican and Democrat, and recently ambassador to Russia is Robert Strauss, who is a frequent visitor to the Derby. And this is part of your R&R every year, isn't it, Mr.
It sure is, Milton. About 30 years now we've been coming here, I guess.
You really like it.
Yeah, I like it. Never haven't missed a race, I guess, in 30 years. I think Shadowgate was the first horse we saw win here.
I love coming to Churchill Downs. I love the Kentucky Derby.
Where did you learn that?
You know what? There's a lady by the name of Maureen Rafferty who is, she's head of all of our household staff and everything, and she's Shooter's godmother, my son's godmother. And she has been to